You are born far from Rome. The name still matters. You hear it spoken with weight and distance. Rome is not a place you see. It is a word that decides things. You grow up working early. Your hands harden before your voice settles. You learn to obey fathers, landlords, elders, men who own land and grain and time. You learn that saying no has a price. You learn that silence costs less. When the recruiter comes, he does not ask what you want. He tells you what you will become. You are tall enough, strong enough, replaceable enough. You swear an oath you barely understand. You swear it anyway. The words stick to you longer than you expect. Training strips you down fast. Your name fades. You become a body in line. You learn to stand straight. You learn to hold weight until your arms shake, and then keep holding it. You learn to march until thinking stops. Left, right, left. Again. You are told discipline matters more than courage. Courage runs out. Discipline does not. When someone fails you, all pay. When someone speaks, you all stand. When someone hesitates, you all bleed. You learn this quickly. Pain is efficient. They give you gear. It is heavier than you imagined. Shield, helmet, armor, pack, tools. You carry your house on your back. You are told a legionary builds before he fights. You dig trenches. You raise walls. You break stone. You cut wood. You do this every day, even when there is no enemy, especially when there is no enemy. Rome moves with camps, perfect squares carved into dirt, order pressed into land that does not belong to you. You march. You march more than you fight. Roads stretch forward like punishment. Your feet blister. Your shoulders ache. Your neck burns under the helmet. You do not complain. Complaints travel upward. Punishment travels faster. The centurion does not yell. He watches. He carries a stick. The stick is not symbolic. You see what happens when discipline slips. You watch without turning your head. You learn where to look. You learn where not to. Food is simple. Grain, bread, sometimes meat. You eat because you must, not because you enjoy it. Water tastes like leather and metal. Wine is thin. Hunger is constant but manageable. You learn to eat fast. You learn to save nothing. Theft is punished. Hoarding is punished. Everything is punished if it disrupts order. Order is the point. At night you sleep close to other men, 8 to a tent, breath and sweat and damp wool. Someone always snores. Someone always coughs. Someone always dreams too loudly. You learn to sleep through noise. You learn to wake before the horn. Your body does it for you. When the horn sounds, you are already sitting, already reaching for gear, already standing. Speed is survival. Not in battle, in routine. Battle comes rarely. When it does, it is confusion wrapped in training. Shields lock. You stop being an individual. You become part of a shape, a wall. Orders are shouted. You hear only parts. Forward, hold, push. You stab when the man in front of you moves. You pull back when he does. You do not chase. You do not think. Thinking creates gaps. Gaps kill. Blood is everywhere, but it is not yours. Then it is. You do not stop. When it ends, you are shaking. Not from fear, from effort. You clean your blade. Always clean your blade. Dull steel is punished. Dirty steel is punished. Living steel is expected. The dead are counted. The living are counted. Numbers matter more than names. Someone you ate with yesterday is gone. His things are removed. His place is filled. You notice how fast this happens. You remember it. Punishment never stops. A man falls asleep on watch. A man loses his helmet. A man speaks back. You are made to watch. Watching is part of discipline. The stick falls. The sound is flat and heavy. No one intervenes. Intervention is also punished. You stand still. Your face stays empty. Inside, something tightens. It does not release. Years pass. You stop measuring time by seasons. You measure it by campaigns, by winters survived, by scars gained. Your hands thicken. Your back curves slightly. Your knees ache in the cold. You stop mentioning it. Everyone aches. Complaints are childish. You learn the economy of pain. Which injuries matter? Which you hide? Which will get you removed from the line? Removal sounds good until you see it. Sick men are not treated kindly. Weak men are not treated at all.
Sometimes you garrison a town, stone walls, narrow streets, locals stare. Some fear you, some hate you, some want protection. Protection is obedience. You enforce rules you did not write, curfews, taxes, order. You learn that peace is just another form of control. Different tools, same pressure. You stand watch at night. The city sleeps. You do not. You listen for footsteps. You listen for trouble. Most nights nothing happens. You stay alert anyway. Alertness becomes permanent. Pay arrives late, sometimes not at all. You are told Rome remembers its soldiers. You learn Rome remembers victories, not individuals. You re-enlist. Many do. Civilian life feels distant, unstructured, dangerous in a different way. Here the rules are clear. Clear rules feel safe. Even when they hurt, you train constantly, even after years, especially after years. Older men train harder. They know what happens when bodies slow. You run in armor. You throw spears. You practice formations until your legs shake. The sword feels lighter now. Not because it is, because your body has changed around it. You are built for this. That realization unsettles you more than battle ever did. You see provinces blur together. Gaul, Germania, the East. Different names. Same camps, same fires, same routines. The land changes, the work does not. You build Rome everywhere you go. Straight lines, square camps, order imposed on dirt. You wonder sometimes what happens when Rome leaves. You do not ask. Friends age. Some disappear quietly. Some break loudly. A man deserts. They find him. They make an example. You do not look away. Looking away is noted. You feel something close inside you. You do not name it. Naming makes it real. You think about leaving. Everyone does. You imagine dropping your shield and walking into trees. You imagine the punishment. You imagine the hunt. You imagine being caught. You stop imagining. Fear is useful only in small doses. Too much paralyzes. You learn control. Promotions are rare. Responsibility increases. Blame increases faster. You remain where you are. Reliable, unremarkable, necessary. That is the safest place. Glory belongs to others. Glory attracts attention. Attention attracts orders. Orders attract risk. Years stack up. Your body is not young anymore. Your joints ache in the morning. Your fingers are stiff. Your eyes squint in low light. You adjust. You always adjust. Adaptation is survival. You notice younger men watching you, learning from you. You repeat rules you once resented. You hear your own voice sound like instruction. That realization stays with you. Eventually, discharge comes, or injury, or age, or bureaucracy. A piece of paper, promises of land, sometimes real, sometimes far away. You remove your armor. It feels wrong, like taking off skin. You walk lighter. You feel exposed. The absence of weight is unsettling. You miss the pressure. Civilian life does not welcome you. People see the way you stand, the way you watch, the way you react to sudden sounds. You still wake early. You still listen for the horn. It never comes. Silence is louder. You try to farm, or trade, or guard. Your hands work well. Your mind struggles. Decisions without orders feel heavy. Freedom feels unstructured. You catch yourself waiting for instruction. You hate that. You cannot stop it. Rome continues. Roads expand. Armies march. Names change. Emperors die. You're a footnote, if anything, a number in a ledger, a veteran on the edge of town. Sometimes people ask about battles. You answer briefly. You do not explain the waiting. They would not understand. They want stories. You have routines. Your body gives out slowly. Knees fail. Back stiffens. Hands tremble in cold. You remember the campfires, the order, the certainty. You miss it more than you should. You realize this too late. When you die, there is no ceremony, no horn, no count. A few people notice. Rome does not. Rome never does. You carried it for decades. It carries on without you. You were a Roman legionary. You were trained, used, disciplined, replaced. This was not glory. This was your entire life.